Welcome to Los Angeles Community Connection from the HFPA Center for Cinema and Television at Los Angeles City College. I am Fernanda Begnini.
And I'm Sheila Thorne. Now for our top story.
The humanitarian crisis keeps growing in Europe. While some view this as a challenge, economists see this as an opportunity. According to migration expert Heinze Hess, research has shown that migration increases the gross domestic product because migrants add to the workforce. There is no real evidence to support the claim that migration is crowding out labor or bringing down wages. Although this is true that immigrants pay less taxes, this is because they get paid less.
The tension between the United States and Russia intensifies over the situation in Syria. Last month, Russia made the official request for the United States to leave Syrian airspace while they led an operation targeting ISIS. According to Syria state news agencies, the targets were in western Syria, which is miles away from ISIS-controlled region. Both nations have military presence in the Asian territory to aid the civil war that has been affecting the country since 2011. While the United States and allies are trying to overthrow Bashar al-Assad regime, Russia has expressed their full support for the Syrian president.
U.S. rules are about to radically change for operators of drones. The Department of Transportation announced on Monday that drones will require mandatory registration as soon as the holiday season begins. Small rogue drones weighing less than 55 pounds have been an increasing concern among safety regulators. So far, in 2015, pilots reported unsafe activity by unmanned aerial vehicles about 100 times a month. Drones that fly too close to aircraft can easily be sucked into a jet engine or crash into a cockpit window. Authorities also want to require existing drone owners to register. They will have to figure out how to enforce registration among the estimated hundreds of thousands of drone operators throughout the nation.
Where do people go when they are hungry and have nothing to eat? Where do students go when they are tired and have nowhere to sleep? Jeremy Jesse is here with us in the studio to talk about the noble work of the LA Mission.
Numerous students here at LACC are homeless. They don't have adequate resources to pay for housing and food. The LA Mission is a non-profit organization that helps people by donating money, food, and a place to sleep at night. They also provide counseling and educational resources to help homeless students complete their GED. These are just a few ways the LA Mission is helping the community.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Jesse, and we're here in front of the Los Angeles Mission. Right here is a good friend of mine, Corey Williams.
Hey, how you doing today? My name is Corey Williams. I'm a current student at LA Trade Tech School. I am a participant staying in the LA Mission right now. I've been homeless for 2 years. I love the program that they offer. It's pretty great. They also help me with materials for school. They have they also offer you 3 meals. And it's pretty cool. It's reasonable. They also help me with participating with the school, coming in at different times, and it's pretty cool since I've been here. They do motivate you for school. They also have a Christian program, which is a year program for drugs for both men and women. If you're willing to participate with the program, but you have to also want to help yourself, and it will help you too.
Right here is a good friend with me, Lydell Laudo, and we're standing right here in front of the Los Angeles Mission. What originally inspired you to come here and help people at the Los Angeles Mission?
Well, being formal on the streets and all that, I've been doing real bad as far as being on drugs and all that. I came here for recovery. And then discovered that this place is actually a Christian home. So I decided, why not, give it a try. And also, I want to be able to go to college, so my goal is to get my high school diploma and also attend a local college.
What would you tell them to get them to come to the Los Angeles Mission?
not only will you be able to change your life, but you'll be able to have some that you'll be able to show for as far as you attending the mission. So by all means, I suggest that you come to the LA mission.
The LA Mission is having a volunteer orientation on November 7th, and they accept donations year-round. For more information about how you can help their cause, you can visit their website at www.losangelesmission.org.
Later on, Darcell Hoover joins us for a report on the progress of the new Student Center at LACC.
Bus stops in LA are filled with homeless people and garbage. I will have more on that story when we return. Stay tuned.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one...
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to Los Angeles Community Connection. I am Fernanda Begnini. Many students at LACC take public transportation to and from campus. Depending on where the ride starts from, your wait time could be an unpleasant experience. Sheila Thorne joins us in the studio with an investigative report on the plight of the Los Angeles bus stops. Sheila?
Thank you, Fernanda. Our news team went out to various communities around the Southland, from Beverly Hills to East Hollywood, surveying the conditions of the local bus stops, and you'll never guess what we found.
Los Angeles, the city of the angels, that's filled with glitz and glam and opportunities. But behind it all, there's a huge trash problem at some local bus stops.
Throughout the city, there are many trash cans that's overflowing with trash. It becomes a health hazard to the general public as they're going to and from school and work.
Here it is, been over a week that we was here at this same location talking about this trash here, and the trash can is still overfilled with trash.
I'm around here pretty often, and it's just a shame how they just let it stack up like that, or people go in and out of it, and it's just, I mean, it's just disgusting. You know, I try not to even look at some of the stuff like that some of the time.
I don't understand why the city doesn't do something about it. You won't find this at a bus stop, say, at Wilshire and Robertson. You're not going to find this in certain areas. A big part of the problem, though, is the demographic of the neighborhood. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable at all. This is Los Angeles. It's filthy. It breeds rats, rodents, all types of unhealthy, unclean things. There's children and elderly people walking around here. This can't be.
We try to figure out who is responsible for this trash. We tried contacting Shelter Clean Services and Martin Outdoor Media. They were not up for any interviews. If you would like to report any unsanitary conditions at your local bus stops, please contact Shelter Clean Services or Martin Outdoor Media.
The general manager of Shelter Clean Services commented via email reporting, "Our service is driven by the requirements of our customer agreements and input of our own route technicians and the public. We do not decide which shelters receive more or less services and must meet specific preventative maintenance requirements, which include scheduled multiple weekly visits to every transit shelter stop in the Los Angeles city." Back to you, Fernanda.
The Los Angeles City Council passed tougher gun storage laws. Gun owners are now required to install trigger locks and keep their firearms in locked containers. The measure comes as an effort to keep guns from falling into the wrong hands. Failure to obey the new law will be charged as a misdemeanor, although authorities recognize that won't be a way to verify if the citizens are following the rules until after an accident occurs. When you come back, Judge Ponce joins us with the latest in sports and entertainment.
Do not touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Because Matt exercises, he's able to reap its many benefits, which include weight control.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Improved mood.
How's your day going, Matt? Fantastic.
More energy.
98, 99, 100.
And better sleep.
What the heck are you still doing in here? Get out.
Become a witness for your fitness.
And now with us in the studio is Jorge Ponce to talk about sports.
Thank you, Sheila. NBA season started on October 27. The Warriors have one quest to defend their NBA championship with the interim head coach, former Laker player Luke Walton. With the Western Conference being the strongest conference in the league, it will be easy for them to make it back-to-back finals. It will be tough with the Lakers rebuilding and the outstanding chemistry on the Clippers. The Spurs have the old squad with the intention of promising new players. Everyone knows that Eastern Conference are not tough enough to stand a chance against the strength of the Western Conference team. Who will end up on top? Only time will tell. Since Donald Trump announced his presidential bid on June 16, 2015, he hasn't stopped making headlines. After his racist remarks about Mexico, NBC cut ties with him in June. Many people are angry with NBC's decision to have Donald Trump host Saturday Night Live. This is the second time Trump hosted SNL since 2004. People made a petition for the NBC to renege, but NBC refused. Donald Trump will host SNL as scheduled on November 7.
What are your thoughts about Donald Trump hosting Saturday Night Live?
As a Mexican American, I'm refusing to watch it because his political statement about Mexico.
Yeah, that's too bad.
The cafeteria at St. John's Hospital in Santa Monica was shut down this week after a health inspector found a cockroach infestation. The Los Angeles County Department of Public Health stated at least 10 live cockroaches were found in the kitchen. In a statement to ABC News, the hospital chain Providence Health and Services, who brought St. John's back in 2004, blamed the hot weather making bugs seek food and water indoors. Officials at the Westside Hospital expect to reopen the cafeteria on Saturday. In the meantime, patients' visitors are being provided with a list of local restaurants for the inconvenience. The cafeteria's closure has not disrupted the inpatient meals, which are prepared in another section of the hospital.
Also in today's headlines, Los Angeles City College is located near not one, but two of the most dangerous intersections in LA. Santa Monica Boulevard in Vermont and Melrose in Vermont are on the list of the top 5 most dangerous intersections in the city. The list was released by the Los Angeles Police Department in October. Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti says 200 people are killed every year moving around LA. Other intersections in Los Angeles that are on the list include Avenue 26 and Figueroa Street. It also covers Wilshire Boulevard at Alvarado Street. And finally, Temple Street and Alvarado. LACC has struggled to enroll for classes, sign up for financial aid, and sign up for counseling. Darcell Hoover is here to tell us about the new building that will become LACC's solution to this problem.
Thanks, Sheila. I spoke with the Dean of Student Life about the issues LACC students face during the enrollment process, and this is what we uncovered. Students find it daunting to enroll. They go from one building to another to add classes, get counseling, and seek financial aid, among other services. We spoke with Dean of Student Life, Alan Andreassian, about the frustrations of the students and a possible solution to that problem.
It's difficult for students to fully get the benefits of all the different services that we have when they have to go from the north end of campus to the south end of the campus to the west end to the east end. So the thought process and what's happening just generally throughout the state is why not put all those services in one area and make it convenient for students?
It is unknown when construction started on the Student Services building, but the services offered here will put the students at ease.
They're a little bit behind schedule, and so the idea is sometime in spring is when the building will be ready.
One student voiced frustrations and a solution.
I think you should add like a student aid where you walk in and like people are there hired to help you figure out the process because it's pretty difficult.
It seems that LACC has listened to its students to build a center which will aid in enrollment. Due next spring, the center will encompass a number of services that will ease the frustration of students and make enrolling a much more pleasant experience.
There's going to be shorter wait times based on they have some sort of paging mechanism or texting mechanism where students are able to, rather than stand in line, they're informed once they check in, they're informed when they're next in line or when they're going to be coming up. So they don't have to necessarily stay. They can go to another department, ask for help, go study, be in another area, and then receive a text, oh, my appointment's up.
This is Darcell Hoover reporting for Los Angeles Community Connection. Back to you in the studio.
Since the beginning of the school year, there have been 92 crimes reported to LACC Sheriff Department. The crimes range from lost or stolen items, robbery, attempted rape, assault, drug possession, and vandalism. Victims have been followed from the metro station and harassed all the way to campus. Campus safety has been an issue here at Los Angeles City College. In 2012, there were 3 rapes on campus. Many colleges across the country have emergency stations with panic buttons throughout their campus. LACC does not. Students feel unsafe at night and would like to see the improvement of safety on campus.
The arrival of non-native mosquitoes that can carry infectious diseases causes concern in Southern California. The insects are quickly spreading, aided by the statewide drought, and have the potential to transmit dengue, chikungunya, and yellow fever, all of which kill thousands of people around the world each year. Unlike mosquitoes more common to California that usually come out in the evening, these mosquitoes bite during the daytime. They have been found in 12 of the California's 58 countries. Mosquitoes reproduce faster in hot weather and need water to breathe, but can do so in pools collected in bottle cap or in droplets of water stuck between leaves of plants. Rain will help flushing out the bugs and the eggs, but even if there's no water, the eggs can last for up to 2 years until there's water source to hatch.
Welcome back, Adrian. Harris gives us his opinion on the non-smoking on campus policy. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We are just getting word here of a school shooting.
14 students that have been shot.
Several people have been taken away by ambulance.
Yeah, these units in the pool, I got bodies here.
I'm really scared. What if I'm next?
If I'm next, I won't be able to make my family proud.
I won't get that chance to open up the community center for kids.
I won't be able to graduate.
I won't be able to start my career.
My mommy and daddy will miss me.
Make sure to keep the conversation going so that we don't forget about all the people who've been affected by mass shootings and violence in our country.
We have been through this too many times. They had their entire lives ahead of them. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, kids of their own.
What if you're next?
I hate when my phone charger won't reach my bed. I hate when my leather seats aren't heated.
When I go to the bathroom and I forget my phone.
Le mette radio na machine à laver, yo commence sentir.
I hate it when my house is so big. I need 2 wireless washers.
When my megan makes my hot water taste too cold. When I have to write my maid a check, but I forget her last name.
M'pa ka écrit message devant marcher en même temps.
Moi te quitté casse-moi en bas.
Moi raï les voisins bloqué internet là.
I hate it when I tell them no pickles and they still give me pickles.
Welcome back to the show. Before we take a look at the viral video of the week and dive into the trending topics on Twitter, we want to shine a spotlight on people striving to make a difference in the world.
Social media is changing the way news is traditionally reported. Stories are not only covered by anchors and reporters working at newspaper and radio television stations, smartphones and the internet have placed a power of sharing information in the hands of the community. However, you tend to see the exact same stories on every mainstream media outlet.
Here at LACC TV, we strive to cover the uncovered and bring you our first installment of Activist State.
Racists across the country panic as their names are about to be released via the social justice hacker group called Anonymous. In their statements to the public regarding the hate group, the Ku Klux Klan, they state, "You are more than extremists. You are more than a hate group. You operate much more like terrorists, and you should be recognized as such." Anonymous announced they would release the names of KKK members on November 5th. Now on to what trending on Twitter this week.
This week's top Twitter trend is the GOP's list of demands from mainstream media and the GOP's presidential campaign debates. According to the tweets from inside the secret meeting of GOP's campaigners, they have come up with a list of demands for future debates following the unflattering debate on CNBC. The Washington Post report the draft letter of demands include no more hand raising, no yes or no questions, no reaction shots of the audience or moderators, they must shut off the mics during breaks, and they must keep the room temperature below 67 degrees. They also demand to know who will be in the audience and whether they have been instructed to cheer. They also want to know who will be asking questions and from where those questions come from. If these demands are not met, each presidential candidate will decide if they will participate in the televised debate or not. No official campaigns have signed off on the demands that left the media in outrage.
This week's viral video has already been viewed 9 million times, made by Prank vs. Prank. It shows a man dressed up as Aladdin riding what it seems to be a magic carpet through the streets of New York, causing amazed reaction on the New Yorkers. The way this prank was possible was with a rectangular plastic frame covered in a red fabric on the top of the motorized skateboard that changes speed with a remote control.
We are nearing the home stretch of the show. Before we sign off, we are going to toss it over to Adrian Harris for his opinion on campus policies. Adrian?
When Los Angeles City College started their no smoking policy, it seems they made only one tally error: what to do with the 3,000 students that smoke cigarettes. It seems like where there is a will, there is a way. And that way is on the side of Franklin Hall. Students call this patch of non-LACC campus Smokers Row or just a row. It is a place where smokers can assemble and partake in enjoyment of nicotine. With no ashtrays or proper disposal systems for cigarette butts, students flock to the row and discard their cigarette butts on the ground. And this has made that stretch of campus look like a landfill. Another aspect that was overlooked with this banning of smoking on campus was student safety. Students are now faced with spending their cigarette breaks with transients on Vermont Avenue, but also the metro stop that is located on Santa Monica Boulevard. Many female students don't feel safe at night when smoking by Franklin Hall at nighttime. Many students break the rules and find a place to hide and smoke on campus. If caught smoking on campus, students can be cited and levied for fines and even garnishment of financial aid. The changes in campus policy overlook the fact that students who smoke aren't going to stop smoking because it has been banned on campus. They have made the problem worse instead of creating a solution. We as students need to contact our student body government representatives and demand a safe place to smoke on campus or nearby. This is Adrian Harris, and that's my opinion. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks for watching this episode of Los Angeles Community Connection from the HFPA Center for Cinema and Television. I am Fernanda Begnini.
And I'm Sheila Thorne. You can follow us on Facebook at LACC TV. Thanks for watching and have a great day.